Hello family, it's Felicia with Enchanted Jewels. I am here at the shop in the Lauderhill Mall and I am here at the Lauderhill Mall and people will be walking up to me as I'm making this video. I have a lot of projects lined up and I'm going to be doing some tutorials for you guys today. Let's switch the camera. So lined up, I have a lot of different custom orders for customers. Some are being picked up, some are being shipped off. I'm going to be doing a different video for each design. So the first one we're going to start with is a very special meditation piece for one of our regulars, Nicholas. He requested hematite meditation beads, kind of like a mala. He has two numbers that are very dear to him. One is a number 13 and the other is a number 33. So he requested that I make him two malas, meditation malas, where you slide a bead down as you say your affirmation over and over, or a chant, or it can be used to facilitate deep breathing. It's a very nice meditation tool and I use them faithfully. Malas always have a start and end bead because you want to be able to slide your finger across each bead, slide each bead down without having to know where you started. So the way you know where you start is to start at one bead that is shaped or feels differently than each bead, because generally your eyes are closed as you're using your mala. Okay. Hematite is a very grounding stone. Hematite is very good for your root chakra and it's a very good stone for focus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're going to do the 13 mala first. And with that one, we're going to put a citrine. He has a citrine crystal that I chose for him. He wanted me to give him a crystal that was good for focus and mental clarity as his, I guess, the focal point bead, your starter bead. So I chose citrine for one and quartz for the other. So we put that on first. It can go on first or last. And then you just slide them on. It's a pretty quick, easy project, hence why I'm doing this one first. And 3 more. The key to making a mala, what's different with a mala than just a typical bracelet or necklace, this is going to be small. He does not intend to wear this. He simply wants to be able to slide down a space of 13 beads for a very specific meditation he wants to engage in. With malas, you don't want to have a knot anywhere in your flow of beads because then they won't slide correctly. Sorry, I'll try to stay centered here. And you also need to have a little bit of space between as you slide. So typically this is what it looks like on a much larger scale. Usually, traditionally 108 beads are used for malas. Hi baby girl. Okay. My children are with me today, so between children and customers, there'll be a few interruptions. But yeah, so 108 beads are used traditionally for many reasons. I've read some explanations regarding planetary beings, the number of planets, as well as the body parts in the human form, as far as why the number 108 has been used. But I don't remember it specifically to quote it verbatim. But yeah, so you want to have space. You don't want it tight. You want to be able to slide a bead as you go. So you start here and you slide as you go. And he wants to only be able to slide 13 times. So this is pretty much done. Okay, so you take the end of the other side of your thread, and you stick it through the top of your last bead. Okay, so had to go help a customer. Okay, she said bye-bye. Yes. Had to go finish helping the customer. My daughter will be saying bye-bye for the next 5 minutes to that same customer. So, I want to get this thread through here. You just work it through. Don't be forceful, because then it'll just bend and then makes things way harder. Sorry, I'm trying to stay in the middle of the screen. And voila, so there you have it. So now we're going to close it off. And when I close it off, I want to be sure that it has the space that I want. I'm going to close it off with a very simple slip knot. It's real easy, nothing complicated. He's a very simple man, so he's not going to want me to put crimps and all of those things. So just want to make sure that it has enough space. Yeah, I think that's good. So just keeping my finger at that mark, gonna make a simple knot, like so. Hope you guys can hear me over the noise and the music. And so before I completely tighten this knot, I just want to see where I'm at space-wise. Okay, I think it's good. Good for me to pull it. I think that's perfect. This is the cutest, tiniest little mala I've ever made. It's the first anyone's requested only 13 beads, but like I said, it's a very special number to him, and that's all that matters. And then you just take your cutters, can be scissors, but I like cutters, it just feels more precise, and give that a quick snip. Gonna burn that a little bit so that it's not sharp. Just took a little tiny bit of heat, and then I'm gonna add a drop of super glue to the top of the knot and make sure it just gets all in little grooves, and it will never undo. So there's one little baby mala done. Okay, so for his larger one, we have 33 beads already strung on. No reason for me to force you guys to sit through that. I forgot to put the quartz bead on in the beginning, so I just stick it on now. Same process. And stick it through the top, like so. Okay, so there we go. So time for the knot again. Let me do that again on screen. Sorry. So when you don't give yourself enough finger space, use your tools. They can get into smaller spaces than your fingers can.
He gets to be on the team.
And I'm just going to hold it with my pliers as I tighten that knot down. I want a little bit of help without bending my very weak fingernails. So I'm simply squeezing, pulling with this, with the pliers. And with my round nose pliers, I'm pushing down on the knot to tighten that knot as much as possible. And I think we have a decent amount of space in between each bead. And just make sure, I'm gonna use my flat pliers, not like my chain nose pliers. Now that knot is for sure not gonna undo itself, especially after the final touches anyway. So a little flame to the tips, soften them up. Let's never give people sharp things. Anything with sharp finishes and jagged edges, I think that's careless. All right, and a drop of super glue, and that's done. So here we have it. Custom piece for Nicholas is all done.